Howdy y'all, if you're thinking about moving to Murphy, Texas, well, in this video, we're gonna hit the streets, all right? I'm gonna walk you through some different neighborhoods at some different price points so you can see what it's like to live here in Murphy, Texas, and maybe what fits inside of your budget. And if you stick around all the way till the end, I'll even show you the top listing in all of Murphy so you can kind of see where the ceiling is out here. And I'll even show you some of the main attractions along the way. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. Of course, we drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make that move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, you got to reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Of course, that's our favorite, but hey, whatever is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a smooth move here to Dallas or to Murphy like we're here today. This is actually a cool little strip that we're here at right now. You may have seen the stadium lights behind me when I first started here, and then there was a guy shooting hoops when I pulled up, but I guess he was done with his practice when I turned the camera on here. But yeah, this is a cool little beginning to a trail right here. So you can see, you got a little bench area right here, and then you've got some homes across this bridge. I'll show you in a moment. But what you could do is, if you lived right here, you could, walk over to the football game on Friday night and then walk back if you wanted to. So, and then this whole trail actually ends a couple of miles down that way where there's a big old water park with a big water slide and everything. Is pretty cool. So anyway, but what I want to do first here before we jump into the neighborhoods is, give you a brief little introduction of, what's going on in Murphy? What is it like? What's going on? So first of all, location wise, you're going to be about 30 minutes away from downtown Dallas to the north. And then you'll be about 30 minutes away as well from DFW Airport over there. Okay. You got a median home price of $351,000, and 85% of the population owns their home here in Murphy. Speaking of the population, it's around 20,000 right now, and the median age is around 38, which does skew a little bit older than as far as Dallas standards go. But here's the other side of the bridge right here. So you've got a little playground right there, and then you've got all these homes lining up and down this trail right here, which is pretty cool. So but yeah, as far as median household income is going to be at 127,000. So listen, people are doing pretty well out here in Murphy, and the job market's very strong, right? It's going to feed into Plano and Richardson, and you could easily get over to Frisco as well if you wanted to, and of course down to Dallas, and then you can come out here and kind of escape a little bit. I think the vibe here is it's kind of a hybrid between you've got that suburban feel with Plano, and then you've got a little bit more rural feel in Parker just to the north of you, and so it's kind of a blend between the two, if you will. So it's pretty unique from that standpoint. But you've got some pretty good schools out here as well. Of course, you'll feed into Plano ISD and Wiley ISD depending on where you're at. Good schools really across the board. You don't really have to worry about that. And then, as we always mention, as far as the weather goes, listen, if you can get through the heat in July and August, which, to be fair, it does get pretty hot. And so if you're not used to it, you might not like it very much. But, listen, I was born and raised here, like I mentioned, and I would much prefer to have to deal with 2 months of some heat and sweat a little bit and get my tan on than have to deal with a prolonged winter time with snow on the ground and things like that, right? So, but that's just me. You could feel differently. So I respect that as well. But yeah, some people ask us about tornadoes as well. And so, again, in my whole lifetime here, I've only seen 2 in my entire life. You know, I get it, we're in, you know, quote unquote tornado alley, but they just don't really happen that often. Do they happen? Sure, every once in a while, but you know, there was one a couple of years ago, but the last one before that was, I mean, decades ago. So, you know, I think hail is a little bit more common, right? So just make sure you have some good car insurance and you'll be just fine, right? So, but yeah, I think enough of me talking about it. Let me take you through a bunch of different neighborhoods at some different price points so that you can see for yourself all of the different styles of living out here in Murphy. And with that being said, let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $395,000. 3 beds, 2 baths on 2,100 square feet, which is gonna put you at $189 a square foot. Built in 1984 on just shy of 1/3 of an acre right here. We're on a nice corner lot right here, as you can see. You are gonna have a 2-car garage in the back. And not to state the obvious or anything, but you're definitely gonna want to have a car when you're here in Dallas. We're very spread out, okay? And so we don't have, our public transportation isn't too sophisticated, right? So it's nothing like, you know, Chicago, New York, or much less London or anything like that, right? So we do have a dart rail system that you can access. Actually, it runs parallel to Highway 75 that's over here. So if you wanted to drive over there to probably the City Line Bush station over there would be the closest one. So if you wanted to take the dart into downtown Dallas, if you wanted to, you know, take that as your route to getting into work, as your commute, then you could definitely do that. That is an option over here on this side of town. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's not, that's like the, it's basically here and then on the other side on 35 are kind of the only, and it only goes into downtown. It doesn't really go much else. It also goes to the airport as well. So, but yeah, I mean, my sister used to work and live downtown, and she would walk to work, but you know, if she wanted to go literally anywhere else, she had to take her car, right? So that's kind of Dallas in a nutshell right here. But you're gonna see, I mean, this is gonna be that traditional brick style that's really going to, you'll see a lot of that here in Murphy. And then on the inside, you're gonna have that semi-open floor plan, fully updated in really every room. So whoever, you know, did the updating project on this one did a phenomenal job. Lots of windows too, bringing in a lot of natural light. Now here I want to show you, because you've got some beautiful trees out here. So you know, I want to give you a shot down the street here. I mean, these trees are just beautiful, and they almost touch over the top of the street right there, as you can see, right? So beautiful street. You know, you're going to be pretty close to, actually, I just came from lunch over there. You've got a ton of different shops and everything on that side where, you know, you're going to have, I mean, you've got your grocery store, you got a Target over there. I hit up Chick-fil-A for lunch today, so just trying to make something quick. So you've got a ton of stuff going on over there, really on all 4 corners. So you've got really a lot of options, you know, beyond just the necessities right over there. So, but it's going to be pretty quiet over here. I mean, you can't really hear a thing over here, and besides the dogs that were barking way back there. But by the way, if you're a dog fan, then you and I can be best friends, that's for sure. So I love dogs, and so if you have a dog, I'm excited to meet them. But yeah, I mean, still you've got a couple parks right around here as well. You've got the big Breckenridge Park over there. If you wanted to go over there and get, you know, they have a long and really a series of trails over there. So if you wanted to get a little an extended workout, you could definitely head over there. But yeah, I mean, speaking of, let's talk about the schools now. So over here in Murphy, you're gonna feed into either a lot of it is gonna feed into Plano ISD, so Plano East, and then some of it will feed into Wiley as well. So Plano, of course, was just ranked the number 10th best school district in DFW And so Wiley was ranked right behind it at number 11. So you're going to have some great schools over here. And just so you know, Dallas or DFW as a whole held 8 of the top 10 best school district spots in the entire state of Texas, right? So we're pretty stacked over here in DFW, and yeah, you're going to have a lot of good schools to choose from over here on this side. So not a whole lot of private school options. Now we did videos on obviously the top 25 public schools, but we did that for the private schools as well. So if you wanted to check those out, you can tap on the Dallas, Texas Living name down below, and that'll take you to the main channel page. You can use the search bar on there to just type in schools or something, or really whatever you want, and you can find that in there. But yeah, so if private schools, if you're considering private schools, you can watch that video and kind of see where all of those where those top 25 are. But you don't really have one that's super close to you up here in this kind of northeast corridor up here. But I will tell you, the athletics around here are very, very strong. So if you're now, especially if your kid is into tennis or soccer or martial arts as well, I'm pretty connected in those communities. So if you're looking to get set up with the right coach and the right team, that's in alignment with your child's goals, then definitely reach out to me, and I can plug you into the right place in a good situation. Okay, so hey, if you're finding value from this so far, please tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much, and make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell for notifications as well while you're down there. Of course, I was born and raised here, and I love sharing some of that insider information that I've picked up through the years out here. So, but this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can get in this first price point here. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, real quick, I had to show you Murphy Central Park right here. So you're gonna have the jungle gym right over there, and then behind that you'll have a pond with the water fountain, as you can see. You got a concession stand right here, and then they'll have soccer games and football games and things like that out on this field right here, one of the nicer grass fields that I've ever seen right here. And then you have a stage over here, and then you've got a grill up here under the pavilion, and then a water feature. So these are like little, not showers, but water comes out of the top of them and on the sides as well. During the summer, they'll be running right here. But yeah, a lot going on right here. But yeah, not every park looks like this. Is this kind of extensive like this? But you will have some parks like this, sprinkled throughout all of Murphy, that you can go hang out and do whatever it is you like to do at the park, right? So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. So this home that we're going to feature right here is going for $495,000, 4 beds, 3 baths on 2,800 square feet, which is going to put you at $173 a square foot. You've got a 2-car garage down the driveway, as you can see behind me. And this home was built in 1998 on just over a 1/4 of an acre, actually, a 0.28 acre lot right here. Again, you're gonna see that traditional brick style. And then on the inside, you're gonna have that open floor plan. You're gonna have the brick fireplace in the living room as well. An updated kitchen, except, personally, I'd want to, do something about those large tile floors. But certainly move in ready. Very functional, of course. And then you have a good sized backyard as well. And then actually over here, you don't have a pool here, but the good news is if you want to take a dip in the summertime, you've got the community pool right across the street. So you can you might be able to see the fountain right there in the background. Good news, right? You got that right across the street. Now, you have the main road literally right there, but I mean, I can't really hear much of that noise going on over there. You also have the fire station literally right on the corner as well. So, you know, that'll be, you know, if anything happens, God, heaven forbid, you know, boom, they'll be here in a jiffy. But yeah, you're gonna have that. We're literally right across the street from where we came in that first neighborhood over there. And again, you're gonna have all four corners. They're gonna have the shopping areas right there. So you're gonna have your Target, your grocery store, your Chick-fil-A, right? Chipotle, very important, right? So you've literally got, you know, all the necessities plus more, you know, literally right here within, honestly, walking distance if you really wanted to, right? So yeah, you've got some good sized trees right here. So I'll give you a little shot down the street. So, you know, you got some pretty mature trees. This is 98, so, you know, pretty established neighborhood at this point. And yeah, you know, lawns are all pretty clean out here. We actually have some interesting landscaping going on right here. You got kind of that Arizona kind of feel right here. So that's one way to do it right there. That's oh, you got the cardinal. There you go. And a little well right there. That looks like a fake agave plant. But anyway, yeah, again, so pretty quiet though back here. I mean, you know, I mentioned, that street is right there, but you know, I'm just listening to the leaves blowing in the wind, the branches blowing in the wind. You got the school right down there as well. That's the elementary school, I believe, right there. So you've got a lot really within, you know, walking distance, right? And so you got sidewalks, of course. You got the brick mailboxes and everything. So, you know, you can get your morning walk in, have a nice view and everything. So, but yeah, hey, in this price point, one thing that I did want to mention is, you know, speed is going to be your friend. This is a pretty popular price point right here. So, you know, homes are moving fairly quickly. Just something that you want to keep in mind. You're going to want to have all of your ducks in a row, right? And of course, that's something that we can help you out with, of course, and help you get organized with. But one thing that maybe isn't so popular to talk about are the property taxes, right? And so, listen, we're not afraid to tackle any subject out here. But yeah, the property taxes, a lot of people love to complain about them, you know, and listen, I get it. I mean, they are higher than other states, of course, but one thing you have to remember is we don't have the state income tax, right? So that definitely helps us out on the tax front. We actually did another video where we broke it all down. We did the math and we asked the question, you know, is living in Dallas, where does it rank? Is it better than some of these other states, right? And I think you might be surprised by the conclusion that we came to in that video. So I'll link to that in the description below. You want to check that out after this video. And I say after this video because we still have some places that I think you'll want to see here in the next few minutes here. But here in Murphy, the current property tax rate is 2.22%, which is going to be very favorable, one of the lowest in DFW. Of course, the range here is anywhere from 1.8 to 3.4%. So that's going to be one feature that's going to be very attractive about Murphy. But of course, we love helping our clients get into homes that they feel really good about. So, but of course, we can't help you if you don't reach out. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Whatever is easiest for you. You know, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas, Texas, or in Wiley, of course. So this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can come to expect in this price range right here. So with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the third neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $699,000, 5 beds, 4 baths on 4,500 square feet, which is gonna put you at $156 a square foot, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna have a 3-car garage on the via the driveway right behind me there. And this home was built in 2004 on just shy of 1/3 of an acre right here. So still plenty of space to spread out. You've got that traditional brick with, of course, the wooden columns. That's a nice touch right there. But on the inside, you're gonna have that open floor plan, updated kitchen that actually has that brick feature encompassing the stove. That's I love that that feature there. You've got the vaulted ceilings in the master. You've got a second living area, a theater room upstairs, and you've even got the covered patio, of course, looking over the pool with some grass over to the side back there. So a pretty cool setup in the backyard right there. So yeah, we're right here on the swing, on the corner right here. I'll walk you down so we can see a little bit more as we talk about here. I'll give you a shot down the street as well. So yeah, you've got some mature trees right here. Again, the clean streets that are pretty typical here for Murphy. So there you go, a little shot at the 3-car garage right there. But yeah, pretty quiet back here. I mean, you're pretty tucked away back here. You know, great sidewalks. You know, I saw some people getting their morning walk in. I saw somebody walking their dog as well over there earlier. So really a cool neighborhood. Very nice and quiet. You got that brick and stone combination right there. Some good landscaping. Of course, we're seeing the oranges, the reds, the yellows here in November time right now. We've got a little bit of a castle feature right there. Gotta love that. But yeah, listen, pretty quiet, but again, you're gonna be close still to, you know, you've got the grocery store right up the street. Excuse me there. You got that right up the street, so you've got access to everything that you need. You got a couple of parks actually, you know, one over there and one on this side as well. So, I mean, you've really got access to everything that you need to, you know, live, you know, at least the necessities. And then we're a little bit more north from, you know, those first 2 neighborhoods. So, I mean, you just go down, you know, maybe 5-minute drive to get down there to that kind of commercial hub over there. And boom, you've got access to everything that you need over there, right? So, but as far as safety, let's talk about the safety here in Murphy. You know, listen, so it was rated a B, and you know, I thought Murphy would creep into an A, but apparently it didn't. So, you know, my experiences in Murphy have been, you know, nothing but pleasant. I mean, you're not gonna have many homeless people roaming around here, if any, and yeah, generally pretty safe from my perspective. You know, I've seen the cop cars roaming around as well, so you know, they're out. You know, they're doing their job, right? So, but yeah, you will have some gated communities though as well. So if you're looking for that, you can find some of that out here as well. But I mean, the statistics here were well below national averages out here, of course. So yeah, Murphy's gonna be a pretty safe neighborhood out here. So yeah, but this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can come to expect in this $700,000 price point right here. So with that being said, it's time to take you to the top listing in all of Murphy. I'll see you there. All right, are you ready for the top listing in all of Murphy? maybe not as extravagant as you might think, but this is it. This one is going for $899,000, 4 beds, 4 baths on 4,700 square feet, which is gonna put you at $192 a square foot. You're gonna have the 2-car garage on the driveway right there. And this home was built in 2009 on just over a 1/4 acre lot right here. Of course, you're gonna have that traditional brick and stone combination. Right here on the inside, you'll have the open floor plan, vaulted ceilings, beautiful stone fireplace, a white stone fireplace, fully updated kitchen, coffer ceilings in almost every room, it seems like. And you'll have that second living area upstairs as well. So if you're looking to live like royalty, you got the castle feature over here as well even. So this one could be calling your name. And you've even got a park, a nice park. So you got a community pool over there. You got a couple tennis courts over there, some basketball hoops, a playground, all sorts of stuff going on. You could literally walk there. I mean, it's literally just down the sidewalk here. You take a right and it's literally right there. So yeah, pretty cool little neighborhood right here. But let's do a little recap here on Murphy here today. So I think when you're doing your comparisons, right, I think the ones that'll come up is, so certainly Plano. So you're gonna share, you're gonna feed into Plano School District a little bit, at least here on the east side of Plano. So you know, you'll find some comparisons there. I think Wiley, of course, next door to you. I think a little bit of Allen as well, and kind of really kind of this, a lot of this northeast corridor here shares a lot of similar features, a lot of similar traits, right? So you know the Parkers, Lucas, Saxe, a little bit south of here. I mean, all this this kind of stretch up along the lakes over here, you know, will definitely be in the mix for sure, I think. So but yeah, I think if we're gonna go with 3 words to describe or sum up rather Murphy here, I think we gotta go with, I'm gonna go with family friendly for sure. You've got all the parks and everything. You've got a bunch of stuff for the kids. I think secondly would be, yeah, again, this is very similar to Wiley. You know, this is a hard-working town, right? And so, I mean, people are about their business out here. You know, getting stuff done is kind of their MO out here. And then finally is going to be just, I mean, you're gonna have some bigger lots too out here. So that's kind of the trend that you're gonna see in this little northeast corridor out here, is you're gonna have a little bit more space to, you know, really spread out and, you know, have just have a little bit more space to yourself out here. So, you know, hey, if Murphy is where you want to be, of course, you got to reach out. You know, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to that Zoom call with us. Of course, that's our favorite, but hey, whatever is easiest for you, you know, we've got your back. We're making a smooth move out here to Dallas, Texas, or Murphy, of course. And hey, if you found value from this, please tap that like button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed as well while you're down there. And again, if you want to, if you're continuing your research, click on the Dallas, Texas living name down below. Head to our main channel page. Use the search bar in there to look up whatever it is that you're looking for. And if I don't have what you're looking for just yet, hey, leave me a comment down below. I respond to everybody. Let's get the conversation going down there about Murphy. Any questions, anything that's on your mind, we'll get that going down in the comments. But if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. Of course, we do a ton of different styles of videos here on this channel. So whichever one of those is really popping out to you, make sure you click on that right now. And until the next video, I'll see you around town.